Everyone at our school knew the rumors, the tunnels, the crying. Teachers never mentioned them, but students whispered in the cafeteria, dared each other at lunch, and swore they'd heard something when walking past the boiler room. Supposedly, decades ago, the tunnels were built as part of a fallout shelter system, but some said they were older, much older, that the school was built on top of something already there. Whatever the truth was, one detail stayed the same in every story. If you stayed long enough in the tunnels, you'd hear a child crying. We always laughed about it. Until that night. There were 5 of us, me, Ryan, Lisa, Mark, and Emily. Ryan was the leader, always looking for trouble. Lisa acted like she didn't care, but she jumped at every little noise. Mark hated creepy stuff, but came anyway because he hated being left out. Emily was quiet, watchful, and always seemed to know more than she let on. It was Ryan's idea. Come on, we'll finally prove it's all fake. The school was eerie at night, empty hallways echoing with our footsteps, the hum of old lights buzzing overhead. Everything familiar felt wrong. By the time we reached the boiler room, we were whispering without realizing it. The room smelled of rust and oil. Pipes hissed softly, dripping condensation. And in the far corner, behind a shelf, we found it. A rusted metal hatch set into the floor. Ryan tugged. The hinges screamed, metal grinding against metal. A gush of cold air rolled out, damp, earthy, tinged with rot. We exchanged uneasy glances. Ryan grinned. What's the worst that could happen? The flashlight Emily brought lit the tunnel, narrow, brick-lined, with pipes running along the ceiling. Dust danced in the beam. The deeper we went, the colder it grew. Our footsteps echoed unnaturally, like the walls were swallowing the sound. After a while, Lisa whispered, "Do you see that?" On the walls were scratches. Deep, deliberate, carved with something sharp. At first they looked random, until we saw the words, "Help me." Mark swore under his breath. "Nope, done. I'm out." But Ryan pressed forward. "It's just graffiti." We kept walking. That's when we heard it. Crying. Soft, distant, childlike. We froze. Lisa shook her head violently. Nope, not real. But the sound pulled us onward. We followed it into a wider chamber. Old furniture lay broken across the floor. Graffiti covered the walls. And in the center sat a wooden rocking horse. Splintered, one eye missing. It moved. Back and forth. Creak, creak, creak. The crying stopped. The silence was worse. Then came a whisper, low, rough, fast, from the corner. Emily shone the flashlight. Nothing, just brick and shadow. The whisper grew louder, faster, chanting. The rocking horse slammed back and forth violently. Then the flashlight flickered and died. Pitch black. We stood frozen. The crying began again, but now it was everywhere, circling us, echoing off the walls. Mark's phone screen lit up, dim blue. Behind him something moved. A shadow. Too tall, too thin. Arms stretched too far. I shouted, but the phone blinked off. Something icy gripped my wrist. Fingers, long, thin. I tore free and screamed, "Run!" We bolted through twisting corridors, barely able to see. The crying chased us, sometimes ahead, sometimes behind, always near. Lisa stumbled. Ryan pulled her up, but when he did, his hand came back smeared with blood. A deep scratch scored her arm. We ran harder. At last, the hatch. Faint light above. We scrambled up, slamming it behind us. The boiler room felt surreal, too normal. We collapsed, panting, trembling. Then Lisa's phone buzzed. A new recording. She hadn't touched it. She pressed play. It was us, our footsteps, our screams. And beneath it, faint but unmistakable, the crying. Only now it wasn't crying anymore. It was laughing.